Happy UGADI, YUGA-AADI, pranams, wishes, greetings, salutations to everyone. Namaskaram. I am DrTPS from Hyderabad. On this day of UGADI, people keep sending messages, Happy UGADI. Now it is 10:30 when I am recording this. I must have got almost 1,000 messages because Ugadi is not a festival of Hindus, South Indians, North Indians. The whole world knows today. Whoever has got little interest in the time scale, epoch period of year computation, which is one of the oldest of the oldest. So any academic interest, whoever has got little bit of academic interest, they will keep looking at what is special for people in India today and then keep sending message. But I don't know how many people who are sending these casual messages are aware of it. So I thought maybe I'll post one video today regarding Ugadi. I got an opportunity a few years back when I went to Oman in Muscat, was celebrating with a lot of different associations of Indian communities. And I was part of that program and I gave a speech which I explained that calendar, India's calendar, how old is that, what is speciality of all that. I'll put that under this the comment box, a link of that speech. I request you to go through that to get more knowledge on that aspect. Kali Yuga started as per different computations 3102 BC. That means today we are 5124 years crossing. Computations are many. Some people say it is 24th January. Kali Yuga started. 18th February. Some people say that it is 18th February. But everybody agrees the Hindu belief system. We can't say it Hindu belief system. The Bharatiya traditional knowledge which talks about Kali Yuga started after Dwapara Yuga. Dwapara Yuga was when Krishna, the most famous Bhagavan in the world, Krishna, who gave Bhagavad Gita for all of us. 2 times I finished teaching Bhagavad Gita, few chapters with a quick overview, sloka by sloka. So I am associated with the Gita teaching and Krishna, so I have to refer to that. The reference of the Yuga, Ugadi, can be seen in Bhagavata Purana. Bhagavata Purana says, after the exit of Krishna, the Kali Yuga started. The Sri Krishna death time and date is considered as Thursday, the 23rd January 3102, and some other calendar says it is 17th night. It happened because the stories of Krishna can be seen. And now we are celebrating it in April as Ugadi. Now April 2nd we are celebrating. Whereas in Kerala and Tamil Nadu it is Vishu which is being celebrated. In some other part of the country you can see a small different dates. It's all possible because the longitude which determines the time scale, the computational difference of 24th January or 18th February, all these are quite possible because we are not talking about few years, we are talking about 5,000 years, 5,124 years old calendar. And conversion from one Indian calendar to when we are talking about February, March, April, these are all in the different calendar. So these two calendars also can have mismatches. That could be one of the reason. So the Julian calendar, even the calendars had problems. I explained it in the Muscat program which I had. The March was the starting of the year. And February, that is why you get less number of days, because other 31 days are added, and then see they wanted to adjust the 365 days. So this calendar confusion is also part of, and that's only 2000 years. So because of that, the computation must have went wrong. So either it is called as January, February or April, doesn't make much of a difference. After Krishna, the Yadava period is over, and then what happened was the Kali Yuga started. So when you say YUGA-AADI, UGADI, that means you are celebrating the new era, the new epoch, the new time period, new Yuga, which is Kali Yuga. What is the whole extent of one Yuga? Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. 4,32,000 years. Before that it was Dwapara Yuga. How many years were Dwapara Yuga? 2 Kali Yugas makes 1 Dwapara Yuga. That means 8,64,000 years is, if I wanted to tell in terms of thousands, it is 864,000 years. 432,000 years is Kali Yuga. 2 Kali Yugas, 864,000 years is what is Dwapara Yuga. Before that Dwapara Yuga was Treta Yuga. Dwapara Yuga is Krishna's period. Treta Yuga is Rama's period. It doesn't mean Rama lived all through that. No. The end of Treta Yuga was Rama's end. Similarly, Krishna lived 136 years. The end of Treta Yuga. It is not like 8,64,000. 864,000 years he lived. Only the last 136 years he lived. Treta Yuga is 3 times Kali Yuga. That is 1,296,000 years. Right? 4 times Kali Yuga is the first Yuga. In that one Kalpa, one bunch of these Yuga, Mahayuga, that is Satya Yuga, where the Satya Yuga becomes 1728,000. 17,28,000 years. So 4 times Kali Yuga, 3 times Satya Yuga, 3 times Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga, 2 times Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Now 1 time Kali Yuga, the real Kali Yuga. Add all together, it becomes 10 times Kali Yuga becomes 1 Kalpa. So 1 Kalpa is 10 times Kali Yuga. So 1 Kalpa will become 4,320,000 years. This is the time scale in which we are talking. How do we know all this? See, one of the greatest habits of India, Bharat, most of the knowledge is in terms of slokas. And when we go to a temple to do some small puja, there is a Mahasankalpa mantra which is being chanted by the priest to remind you that don't think you are a great man. You are part of this whole period of time, and you are here in Hyderabad, in so and so place. In this place, in millions of years, many people stayed, and don't think that you are a great man. You simplifies, nullifies your presence in this world. Thinking that I am a great man should not be there. That is why you surrender to God. You go and then do pranams and keep saying, I don't want anything from this world. I only wanted to live in this world for that period of time. My life is there with happily. That was a traditional Maha Sankalpa mantra which was given. It says, Aneka Kodi Brahmandana Madhye, in the whole Brahmanda, the space. Jambudhyube Bharadagande Bharadavarshe Meroha Dachine Parshve, in this Asia, in this India, in the south of Meroha Dachine Parshve, Dandagaranye, in this part of the South India. Maybe you can add that Godavari, Parshve, near the Godavari. If you are from Kerala, you say Parashurama Deshe. And then Saptapada Manvantare, Kalika, in the whole Manvantara, the Yuga converted into Manvantaras, it's a big computation. We'll skip that now. Manvantare Ashtavinshaditame Vartamane Kaliyuge, in this Vartamanam, in this period of time, Kaliyuge Pradamapade, in the Kaliyuga, the Pradamapada. So the time period and the scale in which people lived in this world is connected by these chanting for years, millions of years, thousands of years. There are different dimensions. What is that you are supposed to do during Kali Yuga? How long the Kali Yuga will stay, and what will happen during the Kali Yuga? All these informations have been put by different Puranas. There are mentions of what could happen and what is going to happen during this time also. It says the 10,000 years during the Kali Yuga is going to be the probably relatively good time. This time, what will happen? Kalair Dasha Sahasrani. For 10,000 years of Kali Yuga, Mad Bhaktaha Samti Bhutale. There will be people who are having devotion to God, and after that they will leave. That means after 10,000 years of Kali Yuga, almost 5,000 years is the rest balance available. Ekavarna Bhavishyanti, the different system of the Varna. Varna is the Swabhavam, the individual nature of either being a teacher, either being a powerful man, of power and position is what I am aspiring for. In Vishnu Sahasranamam it says, Vedandago Brahmanaha. If you are thinking you wanted to learn, you are a Brahmin. Vaishyo Dhana Samurdaha. Syat Kshatriyo. If a Kshatriya, what he wants? Power and position. And Vaishya wants money. Shudra Sukhamapniyat. Shudra wants. All this categorization will be as per Kali Yuga. It exists only for next 10,000 years. After that, what will happen? Ekavarna Bhavishyati. It will become one Varna. Mad Bhakteshu Gadeshu Cha. And all these people who are all Bhaktas, they will also vanish from this world. That means not people will vanish. The concept of all these Shastras which we are discussing today will get ended maybe in 10,000 years. Kalau Dasahasrani Harish Tishtadi Medini Devanam Pradima Puja Shastra Nija Puranakam. All these prayers and such things also will be there only for this during this time of 10,000 years. After that, this will also vanish. That is what the Purana themselves say. The Linga Purana, which talks about what will happen during this period and what are the different aspects that is that which has happened and what is that people supposed to do. What is the difference in the basic concept of living itself? Tapaparam Kritayuge. In Kritayuga, what happened? People started actually going into caves or being with the nature and praying only to the celestial, the nature was their God. Tapaparam Kritayuge Tretayam Nanamuchyate. In Treta Yuga, people started acquiring knowledge, spreading knowledge. You can see Krita Yuga, Satya Yuga only with nature. So people were calm and quiet. And Treta Yuga, what had happened? Two societies, Rama society, Devas and devils, demons, like the Ravanas, the Lanka, Sri Lanka's king. They started fighting. But they didn't fight in Bharat. They went to Lanka and fought. Because Rama was from Ayodhya, the place where no Yuddha has happened. So Bharat was not having any problems, but between societies there were fighting. And then Dwapare Yatname Yahu In Dwapara Yuga, Yajna was conducted because they wanted the societies to join together, families to become prosperous. That is because between families between relatives there were fights. You can see in the same palace, Mahabharata war happened between people who took birth in same family. Families were fighting. In Kali Yuga, what happens? Internally, people have conflicts. It is not that you have any conflict between other people. Internally, you are conflicted, therefore, you start violence inside you. And that violence is shown with the family, with the society, with the Rashtras. It is only ego. You can see the war happening today is not because there is a principle. Dharma to dharma, adharma to dharma is not what is fighting. It is the ego of somebody which makes the war. That is supposed to happen, or that is what will happen during the Kali Yuga. And what is the method of getting out of this? Dhanamegam Kale Yuge. Give money to somebody and only prayer. Keep on chanting mantra. And that is what makes you to become happier. Dhyanam is what is required. Dhyanam Dhanam. Dhanamegam Dhyanamegam Kale Yuge. Why is it happening so? Kalau karta yugam karma sadaya kartumischadi swamitruhi idam matva idaram padade kali. I asked my guru, Brahmastri KPC Anujan Patadripad, why is it happening in Kali Yuga like this? The answer was, Kalau karta yugam karma sadaya kartumischadi swamitruhi idam matva idaram padade kali. In Kali Yuga, whoever is doing good will be seen as bad fellows. He may not get the benefit. The response will not be pleasant, and people get benefited for those people who may be doing some wrong things. Therefore, people go under the assumption that wrong things also get benefited. Why not I look for benefits and start, or maybe keep doing wrong things? How does it matter whether I am doing right or wrong? This continues because of the earlier tradition. We are learning about what, see, lot of slokas in terms of Subhashitam I kept posting in my YouTube. Look at DrTPS on YouTube, you will see a lot of Subhashitams also. They are all great messages which we are still continuing. But I don't know, or we don't know, how long this world will continue with that value system, that wisdom, that greatness of supporting people around you, being social, social being, being human, human being. And that may not be there. That is because Kali Yuga is going to over. Where does it say? The Linga Purana says, Kali Yuga time, thieves will become kings. The kings will become thieves. They will become poor. The rulers, they will confiscate your properties and use it for bad purposes. And they will capture your property. And people don't get protection even if you are doing good things. There are learnings, but people who learn and then serve the society, they may not get benefit. And the sages also will vanish. Real sages will not be there. The bogus sages will start spreading. You can see most of the famous people here today in this country as so-called gurus. They keep talking blah 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 without even referring to the scriptures. These are all the Kali Yuga time. They don't have a root. They are business people. They want to construct, build. I don't know why a sannyasi or guru wanted to make big buildings and collect money in terms of different activities. Go around the world begging. Not required. These are all not part. Your message should get spread. If there are few people, that is good enough. The many displaced persons will be wandering from one country to another one. This is what we are seeing. From one country to another country, people go because somebody's ego is creating problems in the world. The animals will become more violent. You can see a lot of problems in the forest also, not even in the where people are living. They also will start creating problems. The children will be killed inside the wombs itself. That is also quite common. These are all told in the Linga Purana. Imagine thousands and thousands of years back what is going to happen in Kali Yuga and how it is going to affect people were written down. People will prefer false ideas. The true people will not get attracted, and you can't trust people around you. They will become envy. It is not love which uh, serves this world. People have life expectancy keep on reducing. Children will die of hunger, and fear will be the part of everybody's. The refugees will happen. The underground shelters people will have to live, and young people, young kids, including young girls, will have problem in living in this world. The the concept of God will be sold with the different ideas. The nature will have different problems. The rain will not be as in order which was happening. The shopkeepers, the sellers, vaishyas will become dishonest, and beggars will increase. Unemployed people will increase, and languages will become more vulgar. The culture and values will go. Earning money will be in a different pattern. Therefore, the rich and poor pattern will become visible in this world. The people will not get protected. Government will start supporting wealthy people, and then government will take a tax from the poor also. That is not supposed to happen actually. It should be the other way, but that doesn't happen. The water problem will be there. The air will not be clean and pure. The food habits will become fast food. Traditionally it was slow food, eating slowly, enjoying. Yesterday I was giving a talk in which I was telling you must enjoy. The focus on the food when you eat, focus on the air which you breathe, focus on the water which you drink, sip by sip, so that you can enjoy. But people will keep talking about no time, no time. That's what is going to affect your physical, emotional, intellectual, social and spiritual aspects. So at least this generation, for some time, the next generation, our children, next to next generation, our grandchildren, can get some values from this traditional knowledge. That is what the reminding of Ugadi, Yuga-AADI, is supposed to give to all of us. I can go on and on, but good enough. Pranams, namaskaram, all the best wishes, regards, love, prayer, namaskaram to each one of you.